First, I have a mental problem. I'm not a content person, and I'm very lonely. I don't come from a big family. I don't have a lot of moments in my life that I'm happy about. The very best thing that's probably ever happened to me was my husband and my 2 daughters. We were together since HS, and 5 years into dating, we had our first daughter in 2017, and it was his idea to quickly marry to start our family. But right before I was pregnant, I had fell in a really dark place. I found comfort in another man, and it was very toxic. I cheated on my husband and slept with this person twice. My husband found out in 2018, and it broke him. But we had a child to think about, and so he decided to forgive me, and we started to reconcile. The other person was out of the picture already, so years later he's had some tough times, but his life has gotten better, and he recovered from it. We were going out a lot, making trips, and the SES was amazing. During the pandemic, we had our second baby, and although it was tough, we managed to have happy times still between us and our daughters. Last year, I started feeling very unhappy with us. He's recovered and done better for himself, but I was still friendless and jobless. I would complain about how we never had a proposal, a wedding, and our marriage was shaky since finding out I cheated. He's done most of the heavy lifting for the family while I stayed a housewife. I was very self-conscious, but I had always had attention on social media from guys, and that was how the first guy I met happened. Now it's happened again. I got close and formed a relationship with someone this past summer. I met with him twice and have had sex twice. I was really going back and forth with my husband about how unhappy I was and told him I wanted us to separate. He didn't take it lightly and kept trying to keep us together. I had saved up enough last month to leave and moved out. I realized that I'm a huge problem and thought it was best for me to remove myself since now I've already cheated twice and he wasn't going to take me back. Then that's when he started connecting many dots and found out I had cheated again. After this, he was still fighting to save the marriage. I always admired his will and love, but I'm such a terrible person. My husband expresses so much love to me, and I loathe that I did this to him, and I have shame, guilt, and I know I ruined us. Me and this new person still have an ongoing relationship. I've been unhappy with him too, since my husband found out about him, because he started taunting my husband, and even threatened him if he didn't just leave me and him alone. I don't even know what commitment I have with him, but we talk often, and we have had sex already in my new place. My husband and I have still had sex too during this time, but I don't even want to be intimate with anyone right now. I called up my husband one night, crying because I wish we could just go back to 2015 before our lives became like this. We jumped into a marriage and had kids while I was broken, and I ended up breaking him. I am feeling so lost with myself. I love and care about my husband. But I know I've dragged this course for too long, and I am just unsure what I want to do anymore. Hey there. I want to talk about something serious that might be tough to hear. Seems like you're in a marriage that's causing your husband a lot of pain, and it doesn't seem like things are improving. It might be worth considering leaving your husband for both your sake and his. Leaving isn't about giving up or turning your back on someone you care about. It's about realizing when a relationship isn't healthy and taking steps to prioritize his well-being. Sometimes taking a step back can give each of you the space needed to heal and move forward in a healthier way. I know this is a difficult decision to think about, and it's not one to take lightly. But sometimes, making the tough choices can lead to a better path for everyone involved. Take your time. Seeking support from a therapist or counselor can provide valuable insights and guidance on how to navigate this situation with compassion and care. I don't know if you're getting therapy, but if you aren't, lady, go find a ducking therapist. Write this like a sob story. Yet you had a great man who loved you, provided for you, forgave your infidelity once, and seems potentially willing to a second time, and you're allowing this new boy toy to mistreat him. You're so broken that your husband should be glad that you've left. Again, go get some therapy, because you're not exactly slaying it at life. We all do respect. I hope your husband find the backbone he needs to just leave you and walk away from you. You need to work on yourself to be well enough for your kids. You lost him already, and he is just in denial, holding up to something clearly never existed, your love for him and your loyalty. This is risky considering my ex is an avid Reddit user, but I need to vent, so here we go. Feel free to give positive or negative commentary about this. I, Ho24F, have been in a relationship with a guy, 24M, for over 2 years. It is the most serious one I've had yet, and I love him so much. But we have spent nearly the last year long distance, and I started to realize that with where I'm at in life, my needs aren't being met and it's not the ideal situation for me. However, I loved my BF and I tried to stick it through. I ended up seeing him for a bit and we had a heart-to-heart and decided that we would continue our relationship until the summer and reevaluate. Fast forward a few weeks later, I am out with friends, I am drunk, and a guy that has been pursuing me since I moved away comes up and talks to me. I excuse myself after a while to go to the bathroom and try and find my friend afterwards, but fail to do so, and we continue talking. Eventually, he goes to kiss me, and I let him. As I pull away, I realize what I did and leave the bar, and text my BF on the taxi ride home, and tell him what happened. We break up the next morning. I know we had to break up, but I was heartbroken. His family and friends have all removed me from their socials, and it hurts because I was close with them. It's been a few weeks now, and I still feel horrible. He said he forgives me, but I feel as if I have scarred who I am forever. I have no idea how to get over it. Or if I even should, maybe I deserve to never get rid of the guilt. I read all these stories about how cheaters are awful, horrible people. But does this one mistake really define who I am? Does all the goodness and kindness I bring to the table now forever get brushed over by this fact? I feel lost. I wish I was strong enough to have broken up with him the right way, but I didn't. I should have gone home that night instead of engaging with the other guy. What are some unbiased opinions about this? Am I the AH? Am I allowed to move on from this? Am I truly a bad person because I cheated? Hey there, first off, it's tough what you're going through, and it's good that you're reaching out for advice. Cheating is a big mistake, no doubt about it. But hey, we're all human, and we all mess up sometimes. What's important is that you owned up to it and told your boyfriend the truth. That shows character. Feeling heartbroken and guilty after a breakup and cheating is totally normal. Give yourself permission to feel those emotions. It's okay to take some time to process everything and figure out how to move forward. Talk to someone you trust, whether it's a friend or a therapist. Getting those feelings out can really help. Now let's talk about learning and growing. This whole experience can be a lesson for you. Reflect on why you made those choices and what you can do differently next time. Maybe it's about setting clearer boundaries or improving communication. Use this as a chance to become a better version of yourself. The most mundane cheating story ever. Got kissed, immediately left and came clean. Cheating is cheating, but I feel like I could live this down. Breakup is for the best, as this relationship was obviously not working out. Okay, you did cheat by letting the guy kiss you, knowing you are in a relationship. The plus for you is you realized what you did, and you left. You also immediately let your boyfriend know what happened. You noticed I did not say a mistake because it was a choice. You feel guilty because you know what you did was wrong, and the best thing for you to do is to learn from the choices you made and the consequences you have to face. You said he forgave you, but didn't say if you broke up. Give him time and see what happens. If you're still together, remember, it will take a lot of time for him to trust you again. His family and friends will need time to also trust you. Some may never trust you and will be critical of your actions in the future. Learn from this and be the best person you can be. You are the AH, but you guys should have broke up and not put it off for a later date. You were both avoiding the truth. You don't want to be in a long-distance relationship. Either change that now or break up, because it's not going to work otherwise. If you had broken up previously, just think, this never would have happened and you could have broken up a lot less. Horribly. He probably feels worse than you do right now. People here can be awfully severe. Don't let the cruel ones get to you too much. Overdoing the guilt, shame isn't helpful. You know you made a mistake, and you did the right thing after. Learn and grow. To err is human. Work through the guilt, accept fallibility and responsibility. Proceed and advance. I'd recommend not doing the long-distance thing again. I don't think it's a good idea for anyone. I don't think I would at this point in life, regardless. Who wants to be in love with a face on a screen or a voice on a phone? I know some people have little choice, but it's a strain at best and torture at worst. Worldwide comments of the day. Story 2. She did the right thing. Those people commenting would not understand if it happens to them. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more interesting and relatable Reddit videos.